Uh, Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. That's an interesting fight. What's your perspective on that one? Who do you think is going to get it done?
Yeah, honestly, like I'm just hoping that they make it to fight day, right? That's
Yeah.
one of those fights I can't wait for it to come in, and to know that it's a week away is it's huge. But for myself, I think I got Khamzat taking him down. I don't know, I have him by submission. We've seen Whittaker get taken down by Duplessis with like a headlock. And Khamzat's wrestling is so good. To see how dominant he has been with wrestling, I think he's gonna go in there and do the same exact thing to Whittaker. But Whittaker really hasn't fought somebody that took him down and held him down, except for Duplessis, and that was a more recent fight. So now he has a guy that's his full game plan. Is coming in there, shooting on you, taking you down. I think the last guy he's fought that was trying to like just wrestle him for the most part was Brunson. But I think that Khamzat has more submission threats when he takes him down, and better cardio.
I mean, Rob Whittaker, like I think I'm surprised he's an underdog. I really am. Again, Khamzat is a very good fighter. You know, I mean, you know that he can bring it, and he will bring it, especially early. He's going to bring it, and that's just, he's got one speed, and that's full on, and he's very dangerous. But I think Rob's going to be well prepared for that. And I think it goes to later rounds where I think Rob can take advantage of it. But I mean, it is going to be a tough first round 100%. And anyone that faces Khamzat knows that. So I guarantee you Rob is well prepared, and there won't be any surprises for him. So he's going to be well prepared. We've seen that against a guy like Romero, who's very dangerous, good wrestler. When you're well prepared, Rob Whittaker is very hard to stop.
I think that's a very tough fight for Khamzat. I mean, Robert Whittaker's got some of the best takedown defense in the 185 division. I mean, when you go 10 rounds with Yoel Romero and keep the fight standing, oh my gosh. I mean, that's a feat in its own. But I do believe that I think it's a tough fight for Khamzat. If the fight stays standing, I think Robert Whittaker's got it. Khamzat's going to have to keep him down and hold him down in order to win. Now, Khamzat is a very strong guy. I think he's capable of doing that, but I think he's going to spend a lot of energy trying to do so. You go back and watch the fight with Gilbert Burns. He had a very hard time taking down and holding Gilbert Burns down. And that was when Gilbert Burns kind of made Khamzat look mortal. You know, at that time, before that fight, he was like looking just unbelievable and unbeatable everywhere. But that was a fight that made him look mortal. I think Robert Whittaker, I think he's got a shot at beating Khamzat Rakhmonov. Khamzat Chimaev. Oh my gosh, the name sounds so familiar. You know, Shavkat, Khamzat. I'm like, man.
Yeah, that's very, you know, very very crazy of his part, you know, because you know Khamzat is a very tough guy. Even when he was like 170 and now 185, he's a very tough guy. Already training with him. I spent some time in Sweden with him, training with him for his training camp against an ATS. The fight that never happened, but I was there training with him every day. You know, was his main partner, my main sparring partner for this camp, and I think it's a very tough fight for Whittaker because Khamzat has a very great wrestler, and there's one thing about Khamzat that people don't realize too much. They don't know what kind of level to expect from him. You know, like they know by seeing, but when you feel it, I think it's a little bit different. You know, this kind of level of wrestling, of grappling. You know, I think he's one of the best. I think the best wrestler in the division. I think is Khamzat, and we saw how he dominated Kamaru Usman. That is a great wrestler that fought like Demian Maia and didn't got dominated the way that he was by Khamzat. So definitely a lot of courage of Whittaker, but I think if he did that, I think he has something in his mind to this fight. You know, I think he thinks that Khamzat is gonna get tired or something like that. But let's see how good is the training partners of Whittaker. They're gonna mimic the Khamzat style. You know, like I think all depends on that. The Whittaker is used to this level of grappling when it comes about his training camp, so he won't feel that much difference when the real fight starts, you know. So I think this fight goes to Khamzat. I think Khamzat is gonna like dominate him in the wrestling, the ground, but Whittaker was a champion, you know. So we cannot doubt our champion, you know. So definitely is a fun fight. I'm waiting to see this fight for sure.
So, Rob's a fast learner. He learns out of his mistakes. He's dead honest to himself. So, and that's very, very important in this sport. If you bullshit yourself, you're in big, big shit. So, even with drinkers, I mean, you guys haven't seen the drinkers that are coaches. So, people are really, really in shit the day when that drinkers rocks up at a fight, in a fight night. So, and the same thing goes for Rob. I think that Khamzat as, that fight against Usman, who's a genuine welterweight, was way too close for me. And his stand-up is, my opinion, suspect. His wrestling, he couldn't do anything with Usman. So, and Rob's stand-up's phenomenal. His wrestling and his groundwork's awesome. So I don't think that. I honestly think Khamzat's out of his league. He's got to go back to welter, where maybe stands his chance to become something or become a champion. At this stage, I honestly think it's a Rob beats Khamzat, and I don't think it's going to be on points. He's going to grind him. Rob's a tough dude, and he's smart, and he's got a smart team behind him.
So good. He's in shape, and yeah, for sure, I believe he's gonna win Robert Whittaker, and after that fight, he can fight for the title. He's gonna be a champion for sure.